So this is the second time that I'm recording this video. And you might ask yourself, Bill, why are you recording this video twice? Well, because the first time, which I nailed it. The first time, my microphone wasn't on. Yeah. I went to edit the video, and there was no audio. I was very, very sad. Imagine what this face looks like sad. That's what it looked like. It was sad. Anyway, let's get away from being sad. Let's get super happy. We've got some huge Stadia news today. I think that there's going to be a lot of people out there that are extremely excited about what I'm about to tell you. Before we get to that, though, make sure that if you enjoy this video, if you find it useful at all, you hit that like button, you share it out to somebody else, and of course, you subscribe and click on the bell so you're notified every single time I post something new. Let's jump into this. This comes to us from the official Stadia community blog, which you can find over at community.stadia.com. And I'm not going to bury the lead like they did. They buried the lead. They didn't put it right up front, up at the top. They put it down here in the middle. And here's what it says. It says, starting this week, you can now use the Stadia controller to play wirelessly on your laptop and desktop. You no longer need to connect your Stadia controller physically to your computer to play your favorite games. You'll be able to link your Stadia controller and Stadia.com through your Wi-Fi network and play without a USB-C cable connection. This, I think, is fantastic. Did you guys just see that? That person just subscribed. Maybe you should do that too. Thank you very much, person. I couldn't read what it said. Anyway, let's get back to it. This is huge. This is absolutely fantastic news. I love the Stadia controller. The Stadia controller is a fantastic controller. It's super, super comfortable. It's got a pretty good battery life. Not as good as the Switch Pro controller, but the Stadia controller is really good. I'm a fan of it. I can't stand wires. Now, it's not a huge deal to me because I almost only play on Chromecast, but I know that there's a lot of people out there who play using their Stadia controller and a USB-C wire to their computer, and they don't like doing that. That's kind of a pain for them. And I have evidence of this. All right, here's the evidence. Earlier today, I got this tweet, which is hilarious that this tweet came to me today. Brian tweeted me. He said, I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this. Been waiting a long time for wireless. You might want to throw a comma in there, Brian. But basically, he showed a picture of him trying to play Red Dead Redemption 2. And it says wireless support is coming soon. And it's said that for a very long time. We have been maybe since Stadia launched, we've been waiting for wireless support. It just says coming soon. Well, this week we're going to officially get wireless support, and I'm very, very excited for it. For everybody out there who doesn't prefer to play on Chromecast, if you want to play on Chrome, now you don't have to have wires. In fact, at this point, playing on Chrome and Chromecast really isn't all that different. In the very beginning, Chrome couldn't have 4K. Now it can. It couldn't have wires. Now it's going to be, or wireless. Now it's going to be able to. So, what is the difference between Chrome and Chromecast? Other than the ability to use a mouse and keyboard if you want? I'm not sure if there is a difference anymore. Now, it just seems like all of the features are there between those two, between those features that I was talking about. If you are excited about this, leave a comment in the description down below. What's the first game that you're going to play when it unlocks on your account? Now, I went to Stadia.com and I checked, and sure enough, I do not have access to this feature yet. That's okay. Google does what Google does. They slowly roll stuff out so that when they say this week, that means sometime this week, your account will be flagged and suddenly you will have access to that. I checked. I don't have access to it yet, but when I do, if there's any kind of tutorial or anything like that, I'll probably make a video to shows how that is done. My guess, if I were just to guess at how they're going to roll this out, is that if you played on the Chromecast, there in the top right, there's a little code, and the code tells you push these buttons on the Stadia controller, and it will say, oh, that's the screen that I'm connecting to. My guess is that we're going to be getting that on the actual Stadia UI in Chrome. I think that's what's going to happen. So that's not the only news that we got in this blog post. Let's go back to the blog post so that we can take a look at the other stuff that they said. It says another month, another group of free games with Stadia Pro. First up, challenge your mind and test your bravery against the perplexing puzzles of the Turing test as you unravel the mysteries surrounding an outpost on the icy moon of Europa. I've heard a lot of people compare this game to Portal, which makes me extremely interested in it. Lloyd and I played rock, paper, scissors to see who got to do the let's play of it, and he won, so he's doing the let's play of the Turing test. Those videos are coming out here on this channel, and members are getting access to those videos early. So if you haven't already clicked the join button, which you can see just down below, click on that and you can find out how you can get early access to those videos. And speaking of let's plays, I'm currently playing through Octopath Traveler. I'm having a blast with it. That is a fantastic JRPG. I'm loving what I've got so far out of the game. Again, that's a let's play series, and members are getting access to those videos early. Moving on, let's get back to the community post. Then there's Zombie Army 4 Dead War. The zombies are gearing up for invasion, and it's up to you and up to 3 friends to stop them. Collaborate to take down battalions of resurrected revenants. In this shooter, Zombie Army 4 Dead War just launched on Stadia and is available to claim right now for free with Stadia Pro. And then finally, the other game that we've got access to this month is SteamWorld Heist. They said you can sum up SteamWorld Heist in 3 wonderful words: robot, space, pirates. And you know what? Honestly, they're right. That's how you can sum it up. If I were to add a couple extra words, I would say side-scrolling XCOM with robot, space, pirates. And if you're not sold on it yet, it's a SteamWorld game. If you've never played a SteamWorld game, they're hilarious. They have a very, very cool art style, and they are extremely well made. Image Informed Games does a great job with the SteamWorld games, and SteamWorld Heist is no exception. I played it on the Switch, and I had an absolute blast with it. So of these 3 games that we got, let me know in the comment section down below, which of these 3 games are you going to be playing first? Is it going to be the Turing Test, Zombie Army 4, or SteamWorld Heist? I'm very curious as to how that's going to break out. All right, let's move on. There's a bunch of new Stadia deals as well. So Doom Eternal, 25% off. That game is amazing. I've talked about it on the show many times. Lloyd and I did like a review in progress, and we're going to do another thing like that eventually when he finishes it. I already finished it. I'm having I had an absolute blast with that game. Doom Eternal, I'm going to say it. It's my favorite single-player first-person shooter ever. I loved Doom Eternal. It took everything about Doom 2016 and cranked it up to 11. It's just such a wonderful game. And for 25% off, I mean, that's a great deal. Then you can switch over to the deluxe edition for $67. Again, 27% off. Or 25% off. I don't know why I said 7. Let's take a look. Grid Ultimate Upgrade. Right now, if you are a pro subscriber, then you already have access to Grid, which is a simulation racing game. If you like sim racers, I think you're really going to like Grid. I don't like sim racers, and even I had some fun with it. It's a pretty good game. It's very well made. So check it out with your pro subscription, and then if you really like it, then you can get the ultimate upgrade for 50% off. That's a win-win. Lost Words Beyond the Page. I'm very close to finishing this extremely short game, but I never play it because I don't want, like, it always makes me feel sad. It's such a wonderfully written game. And of course it's well written. It's, you know, it has Pratchett lineage as the writer of it, but it's such a wonderful game. It's 33% off, $10. That's a steal. Really, really good game. If I could sum it up in 3 words, since that's what they kind of did at the beginning here, I would say, okay, 4 words. Reminds me of the beginning of Up. Okay, that's way more than 4 words. I can't count. How many words was that? Let me know down below. Then we've got, this is probably the one that got me the most, like, it really got my attention. I haven't pulled the trigger on this yet, but man, 67% off Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Like Lloyd was just telling me how much he loves this game, how awesome it is, and that I need to play it, especially because we've got the new Assassin's Creed coming out. And I've never played an Assassin's Creed before. And he said, start with this one, pick it up right now. It's $20. It's 67% off. I really want to play this game, but I've got so much to play right now, so I probably won't. I just bought The Division 2 recently. Oh, that reminds me. I got another quick channel update that I want to let everybody know about while I'm thinking of it. I've got a new series called Best Visual Quality that is coming to the channel. If you don't know what I mean by best visual quality, if you open up your Stadia app, on there is a thing here that says Best Visual Quality. So what I'm doing is I'm playing a game at the best visual quality, and I am capturing it at 4K 60. Even if the game doesn't, like maybe it's 4K 30, I'm capturing it at 4K 60 because I don't know what some of the frame rates are, what some of the resolutions are. So I'm capturing it, and this way you get to see what it would look like coming out of a Chromecast. So even if you don't have this game, or maybe you have Stadia but you don't have a Chromecast, and you want to see what would this game look like on Google Stadia, I'm doing that series, and The Division 2 is the first one in that series. It should come out in the next week sometime, that video, where there's no commentary, it's just gameplay so that you can see what it looks like through the Chromecast. Anyway, back to the blog post. I'm sorry, I got distracted by shiny things. So Assassin's Creed Odyssey Ultimate, 67% off. Then there's the season pass is 50% off. So if maybe you bought the digital game already, the original game already, the standard game, and you want to get the season pass, well, that's half off right now. And then the other new deal is Monster Energy Supercross. Not really a game for me, but I bet you that there's a lot of people out there who would really like this, and that's 40% off. So there you go. I'm not going to go through all of these other pro deals that we've got going on right now, but we'll talk about the two new deals that are deals for everyone, and that is, of course, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Even if you're not a pro subscriber, you can still get it for 50% off. Like, it's 67% off if you are a pro subscriber, but for everybody, it's 50% off, and I think that that's awesome. Anyway, that's the news for today. I hope that was useful to you. Don't forget to check out our Let's Plays. Don't forget to check out that Best Visual Quality series that I've got coming. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video enjoyable, useful, or informative in any way. And, of course, subscribe and click the bell so that you get notified next time that there's something new, whatever it is. Thank you very much for watching, listening, and just being members and part of our community. You guys are all awesome. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.